Good morning, truckers. I'm Josh Jones. 7 new victims were found last night in the Grayson Cemetery, the newest slayings of the Clintonville slasher. Wait, hold on. It's just in. We have a video, apparently, of the Clintonville slasher, but I must warn you, viewer discretion is advised. It looks like we found his last victim. My name is Lurch Frankenfox, and I hide in the shadows of this small town. And you are my latest victim. I am the Clintonville slasher. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Clintonville Slasher. I'm your host, Lurch Frankenfox. Today I'm joined by the amazing Ken and Ashley Sledge of Sledgehammerhorror. Thank you guys so much for being here. Ken and Ashley.
Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
We're married. Been together 17 years. Huge lovers of horror.
That's actually what we connect on, really the only thing we connect on.
And we're just, hanging out and doing our thing right now. Actually, we're in a motel on vacation, so a whole lot of fun right now.
Awesome. So,
Sorry about that.
that's fine. Well, what got you guys into horror?
Me personally, I grew up in a video store,
Awesome.
and so horror was kind of always like that escape for me. It was always the genre I was most drawn to. And my mom and my grandma were both huge horror fans, and that's who I lived with growing up. And that's pretty much what started it for me. How about you?
Yeah, my family has always been huge Halloween fanatics, everything horror my whole life. So yeah, I grew up in it, and I'm drawn to it, and that's just what I love. So yeah.
Our first date was to go see Tom Cruise's War of the Worlds.
Ooh.
So we literally started on a horror. I mean, you can say sci-fi, but it's total sci-fi horror.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we totally started on a sci-fi horror note.
Yeah.
So
That's really awesome. What would be? I know you guys both do interviews on your YouTube channel called My First Horror Movie. Do you have a dream interview? One interview that you would want to do really badly?
there's someone that you like.
I'm gonna take yours because I would really like to see Devin Sawa or someone like that. That'd be awesome.
That would be
Tony
awesome.
Todd
Tony
is a
Todd
big
is
one.
a good one.
That would be cool.
And then I think Robert Englund obviously would be a big one. Brad Dourif would be huge.
Ooh, yeah.
And all of the above.
Yeah.
Any of them would be
Yeah.
so.
I'm super blessed to have the people that we've had. Every time someone says yes to an interview, I get so excited. I don't care if they do a podcast, a YouTube channel, if they're an actor or actress, if they do, sound design. It doesn't matter. If someone's
Right.
like, "Hey, I want to hang out with you and talk about a horror movie," I still get stoked about it. Man, we're over 300 episodes now. And
Right.
it's still something that it's super exciting to me that people want to hang out with us and talk about horror movies for a little bit. So
Absolutely.
it's still surreal anytime someone says yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. What would be your favorite horror films and your least favorite horror films?
Can I go first this time?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is House, 1986. I think it's close to a perfect movie. And then least favorite is The Exorcist 2, The
I agree.
Heretic. I think that's the worst movie. Not even just horror. I think that's the worst movie ever made. Just my opinion. So,
It's not great, no, at all.
I know your favorite.
My favorite is People Under the Stairs.
Oh,
That's
classic.
my absolute favorite. And my least favorite, you took Exorcist too. So I'm gonna have to say probably Bug. Even though I haven't watched it since I was a teenager, so I feel like I need to give it a second chance and see if maybe I'll like it now. But
I've never even heard of it.
Theater, and it was just not what we hoped for.
Yeah.
I would love to give it a second chance. I'm just so nervous about watching it again.
I vaguely just remember being very disappointed.
Oh, I very much remember being disappointed.
Yeah.
Bug. I've never heard of it.
It's Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
I think it's 2006. I want to say 2006.
I was still in high school, so
Okay.
probably 2005, 2006.
But
Yeah.
literally, when the movie ended, the guy stood up in front of us and was like, "What the heck was that?" He didn't say "heck." I censored that for your viewers, but everybody in the theater, we were all just like, "What did we just watch? What
Yeah,
just
we were like, I
happened?"
want my money back, like literally.
I've never had an experience like that in the theater ever.
That's crazy. Do you guys have, what is the best ending to any horror film? Do you have your favorite ending?
Oh yeah, the end of Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh,
When Freddy's glove comes up and takes Jason's mask back to hell with him.
it's amazing.
That's easily, I think that's easily. If we're talking about favorites, I think it's that. If we're talking about like shocking, didn't see it coming type twist,
Right.
I think Frailty would have to be up there on that one.
Okay. That was
Sleepaway
good.
Camp, I think, has a great ending.
I love a good twist. So, like even like Saw, like when
Oh, yeah.
like that.
Is that your favorite ending? Would you say?
I think so, just because it was like jaw dropping. The first time I seen it,
I'm gonna go with Jason Goes to Hell. I know that movie gets a lot of shit, but dude, it has Freddy Krueger in it. It has Jason in it. It has the Necronomicon in it. So it's an Evil Dead reference, So
That's true.
I can't tell you how excited I got to see Freddy's glove in a Jason movie. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's Jason Goes to Hell.
That's a good one. Favorite final guy or final girl?
I just did my top 10 favorite final guys, and I'm gonna have to go with Devin Sawa in Idle Hands.
Nice.
He's my guy.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
What about the final girl?
Final girl, probably Sydney.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also go with Sydney. For favorite final guy, though, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go Shaun from Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, good choice.
I'm a huge Shaun of the Dead fan. It's funny because people hear the name Shaun of the Dead, they think it's a spoof movie, and it's so not. Like it's such an original movie. Such an original. Like obviously it takes tropes from other zombie movies, but it's not like a scary movie. Date movie, spoof type movie. It's a great horror comedy. So I'm gonna go with Shaun of the Dead. I think he's top tier for me.
I agree. That's a good one. So I asked this to everybody that's on the show, but if you're stuck on a deserted island and you can only take one band and one of their albums with you, who are you taking?
One band.
One band.
Probably Blink-182.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take Blink.
I'm torn because I think that I would either take Saves the Day and their record Under the Boards, which is actually a later record, or Coheed. But the hard thing for me is with Coheed, like second stage would be up there just because Everything Evil is on it. Everything Evil by Coheed is probably my favorite song. I think it's probably the best song ever made. But when it comes to an overall record, I think I would take the Afterman. That whole record, Ascension and Descension together, because I get 18 tunes that way.
Yeah, but if you take the Blink-182 with like the 79.
Oh, take their live Mark Thomas show?
Yeah, the live Mark.
No, but like the last 49 tracks are just like vocal talking. But it's funny.
Yeah, it's a good album.
I'm going to pound the gavel and I'm going to say Coheed and Cambria, and I'm going to take their album, The Afterman, with me.
Good choice.
That's what I'm going to go with.
Good choice. Okay, so I know that you guys are both really big baseball fans. Do you have a dream World Series?
I would love to see the Tigers obviously win it.
Just go.
Yeah.
I've seen it in 2006 and 2012. I haven't seen it win yet though. And when it comes to the National League, actually, I really like the Mets. I really like the Braves. So I mean, seeing them go against the Mets or the Braves, I think would be pretty cool. As long as they win, that's my biggest thing.
Right.
I'm holding out for a Tiger World Series eventually. We've gone to a couple playoff games. The atmosphere is so different.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, the crowd is super into it, and I don't really know any other teams. Like I'm just a diehard Tiger fan. Like
she's just a ride or die for the Tigers.
Pretty much.
Do it. Yeah. I'm not a baseball guy, but I do root for the Brewers just because I live here.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
I don't mind the Brewers. They got Hernan Perez. I don't know if they have any more, but they did. And if I'm not mistaken, they just no-hit the Yankees today.
I believe they did, yeah.
Yeah, like that's to no-hit the Yankees in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, that's a really nice, good one.
Super impressive.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind the Brewers. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Okay, so what was your first instrument? I know you play a lot of your first instrument. I know you play a lot of instruments. What was your first?
I started with the drums, and then cause at the age of 7, 6, 7, I was always pounding on stuff. So my mom got me lessons. And once I was able to do your typical AC/DC beat, with your
right.
Once I was able to perfect that, I moved to guitar, and then that like slowly morphed into playing like guitar, then bass, then violin, then the piano, and like anything with strings. I feel I'm pretty confident. I can do pretty well. Anything woodwind, I'm done.
I could play mean clarinet.
Yeah, the clarinet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why aren't we starting a band? We could start a band here.
Yeah.
See, it's so funny because like I miss playing music. I was in bands my whole life, but it's just like now with sledgehammerhorror, like what I don't think people understand is like right now we're filming on June 25th, and I have my first horror movie episodes recorded, edited, and uploaded through the middle of August. Like I literally work every day on at least doing 1 or 2 interviews a day, and then Ashley, she writes all the into that coming episodes we do. She writes all the versus episodes that we do, and then we do live episodes as well on top of that. So, and we got 3 kids. We definitely take time out to be mom and dad. Like we don't ever miss a baseball game, a dance class. Like we that's number 1. So like the time is so small. But if there's one thing that I wish I could fit back in, it would be being in a band. I miss playing music. Like that instant gratification. It's because being an entertainer, as you know, you're in a band and you also entertain through social media like this, and they're 2 completely different things. Like with the interviews and stuff, sometimes I have to wait a month for people to watch an interview I've already done. You get that gratification and for people to see it. But when you're playing a show and you're up on stage, you get that instant gratification of looking at someone's face and seeing them vibing with you. When you're becoming that one thing. And that's the thing I miss the most about playing music is like that connection you have with people that are there with you.
Absolutely.
It may seem weird because we did a lot of originals, but like whenever we would cover tunes, like we would cover, like one of my favorite songs to cover is "The Quiet Things That No One Ever Knows" by Brand New. I think that's just an amazing song, and I think it's a fun song to cover. When the crowd would sing along, even when you get to the most amazing drum part, the then the whole crowd starts singing along with you. Like, I sound like such an idiot right now.
No, I get it though. I totally understand.
It's so rad.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's so awesome. So, if we were to go to Stranger Things real quick, I won't spoil anything because I don't know if you guys have seen it, but let's say hypothetically 11 was in the Star Wars universe. Sith Lord or Jedi Knight?
Oh, Sith.
Yeah.
If we're being real,
100% agree with you.
Totally.
I don't know.
She's not a Star Wars fan.
Oh, no?
But I think 11 would totally be Sith. Like, that's just a feeling I got. Like, she'd be like that Anakin type, at a young age, you're not sure, and she has the tendency towards good. But I think that, she might take a roller skate to a Yoda's face at some point and become a Sith Lord. So.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, she thinks too much with her emotions, and she takes way too much with her emotions, and she can only use her powers at full capacity when she's mad or she thinks of a memory that's mad or sad. And the Jedi would totally not be okay with that. That is totally 100% Sith.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So where can?
Like, cool.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know what that means.
So what's next for you guys?
We're on vacation right now, and then July 15th, our short film "Home Is Where the Haunt is coming out. And then once that comes out, we've already been knee deep in writing our actual first feature film. It's called The Ofrenda, and this is where "Home Is Where the Haunt Is" was more like my brainchild, with Ashley helping. The Ofrenda is kind of the opposite. That's kind of Ashley's brainchild, and I've just been kind of like adding ideas here and there. And it's about a young lady, a high schooler that loses her father, and one of her friends who has a Mexican background, which is Mexican heritage is something very important to me personally. It's something I grew up with. And one of her friends, they live in Salem, Massachusetts, and they decide on Day of the Dead to build an ofrenda in a cemetery to try to bring back her dad and keep him here while he's here visiting on Day of the Dead. And when that happens, they actually bring back the spirit of Giles Corey, the witch. Oh. So and he's the one that comes back, and he's the one that ends up, wreaking havoc. So,
Yeah.
You want to talk for a second?
It's like Hocus Pocus.
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, kind of. Like that. We went to Salem last year.
Okay.
And like learned a bunch of stuff about like witch hunting and just to like this be like so it'll be more realistic for us.
Awesome. That sounds super awesome. Where can people find you guys?
So we are on YouTube, Sledgehammer Horror. We're on Facebook, Sledgehammer Horror, and Instagram. Sledgehammer Horror is also. Yeah.
Right on. And your movie, Home is Where the Haunt Is, comes out when?
July 15th.
July 15th.
Yep, that'll be on YouTube. Yeah, we're super excited about it for everyone to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So
it's been a long time in the making, so.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that, and I'm very excited for it to come out. I'd like to thank both you guys very, very much for coming on my show. I had an awesome time. If you guys if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow Sledgehammer, and all their links will be dropped in the description box below. Guys, don't go anywhere. I got a few more questions, but for everybody else, stay who you are, stay fucking horror, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Clintonville Slashers Club, and on Instagram, Frankenhooker Band. Links will be in the description box below. Slashers on the loose, Clintonville. Maybe next time I come for you. You're gonna die, bitch!